let's talk about being safe on Amazon, that is. So, specifically on Amazon, there is something called safety compliance and documentation that's required for it. So, how do you actually go about the process of uploading that required documentation if your product has some form of safety compliance? Well, there's a pretty easy way and also a pretty hard way depending on what product you have. So, let's hop in Seller Central and see exactly what I'm talking about here. So, if we're in Seller Central here, first place you're going to want to go is up to account health. You could get here by going over here, going to your performance, and clicking on account health. So once you're in account health, we're going to scroll all the way to the bottom here, and you'll see this section that says manage your compliance. So we're going to click this. We're going to go into our compliance dashboard. So this is going to show us all of our incomplete and completed requests for compliance. You can see here, we don't have any data available for incomplete nor for complete. The reason for this, we've never submitted a product on this account that needs to have some form of documentation. That being said, we're still going to walk through exactly the different areas for this. So if you have some form of product that does need compliance, let's say you have a supplement that you need to upload, you will see the actual request for the compliance here under your incomplete requests. To upload that, you'll have an action item here, or you can come up here to upload file for compliance. This is where you can do this in bulk, and you can essentially do it all at once. So you can do a generate template, and this will upload all of the different products that you need compliance for at once. So if you have a full brand, let's say, that needs compliance across the board for children's products or toys or anything in between, you can do it via template for everything. You can also just drag and drop and upload via your template. So you'll add the template or all of the documents here, and then you'll add your template that you have for all of those ASINs and do it there. Now, the big thing to understand here is less on uploading, because that's fairly self-explanatory. You add a file into Amazon, it gets uploaded, you add it to the ASIN, bing, ba, boom, and you have a completed request. The harder part here comes to where does compliance come from? And that's where we gotta come to this compliance reference. So we come over to the compliance reference, and this is going to be your research tool for understanding compliance of every category. This is something I would highly, highly advise anyone look into for their products, especially ones that are being requested compliance of some kind. So let's say that you want to sell, for instance, baby products. So if you want to sell activity and gear or baby bedding, children's products are something that require a lot of compliance documentation around. This is just a regular part of the US FDA, something that you have to do when it comes to anything baby and kid related. So if you have a child product on Amazon, this is typically called an ACA is one way of saying it. But if you have a child product on Amazon, you can check to see what is it that I have to have for sling carriers. So sling carrier, it tells you what it's all about. Slings are constructed. What all of the different terms have to be. So they have to be weighing up to 35 pounds, etc. So it tells you exactly what you need to have in your compliance documentation. So if you do get a compliance request of some kind here, I would heavily, heavily advise that you go find either from an HS code or the product type exactly the compliance that you are supposed to have for each one of these. This will help you immensely when it comes to actually what you are uploading and getting approved faster. Now, the big part when it comes to things such as if we come down to, let's just do a keyword. Let's do supplement. So if we look at supplement, you can see for dietary supplements, there is a lot. So we have a lot of help content here, sexual enhancement supplements, and then baby food as well. So all of these are listed under supplement. These are different areas that require you to actually have documentation and compliance of some kind. So I would definitely read up on your specific category, your specific product, and just check in here real quick. Is this something that you're even going to need to take part in at any point? Now, for something like supplements, if you don't have a testing facility, what do? Well, Amazon actually solved that a while ago. If you need help getting compliance certificates, testing audits, anything like that, they have the service provider network now. Now, the point of this is that essentially it lets you can check here for what service do you need, compliance. You can find the very specific type of compliance that you are needing. So if you are needing specifically something around supplements, you can easily find that. So we could easily just type in supplement into here. We'll search for it. And there we go. It comes up with 3 different labs that we can look at for supplement testing here. So we have FDA approval, regulations, food labeling, etc. We have, supplement testing over here for Alchemist Labs. So it shows us exactly what we can use here. Now, the best part about this is that we are able to actually utilize these, and these companies, since they're paired directly with Amazon, are able to upload your compliance documents straight into Seller Central for you. So if you are needing to submit any form of compliance, whether it be for a supplement, a child safety product, anything in between, I would heavily advise that you go to your Managed Compliance Center first and foremost. Secondarily to that as well, you should typically for these type of things have a performance notification or a product notification. I would definitely check there just to make sure that if you do have an open case for any of these compliances that you upload there, make sure you're covering all of your standards across the board.